Jay Barbour has been outstanding, helping Harvard stay within arm's reach here to begin the second half.
Yeah, reaching back into his pocket of goodies, hitting these three-point shots. 4 made in the first game against MIT, 4 made in a follow-up against UNH, has 2 already here in the second half, and more like Trey Barbour, right? Absolutely incredible for a kid who scored over 1,600 points in his high school career.
Just 1 3 made by Harvard in the first half. And so that's a big development if they can start heating up, especially as Northeastern's offense has come out real strong to begin the second.
We talked about it. Harvard early on, their defense has been great, and now already 44 points given up.
Allery swatted by Menino. An opportunistic bounce out to Frankel, but it's collected by Fritz. Allery spins inside on Menino and uses glass.
It's the 8th offensive rebound for Northeastern that leads to more buckets. 22nd point in the paint for the Huskies.
Eisendrath, Ace Nesteski is erased by Fritz.
6'9" length, great arms by Fritz.
And now Frankel out of the corner rattles one in. Largest lead for Northeastern. They extended to 15. Harvard trimmed it back, and now it's a 16-point edge. Barbour on the line. Wave off the 3.
That's so unfortunate. Barbour hits another one, but because he steps on the near sideline, turns it over. And how about this start to the second half for Northeastern? Almost bobbled it, still gets it over to Franklin. He's been the hot hand here in the second half.
He was the hot hand in the first half as well. 2 threes before halftime. He's already knocked down a pair here in the second. Kermori lines up another 3. That swirls out. And Batiste comes up holding the left ankle. Slowly works his way back down court. Hinton gets his man in the air. And now Eisendrath with contact from Kermori earns a pair of free throws.
I mean, just a great defense for Northeastern until that foul occurs. You got everybody collapsing inside the paint, not overreaching, obviously until the foul is called, but that's the type of defense Bill Cohen wants to see. Make it difficult, right? If a player gets inside the paint, you've got to have help side defense. That's what he told Gabby there at halftime, is you got to send over the help here in the second half to avoid a letdown.
And oh, by the way, for Eisendrath, sophomore from LA, that's a 5th point. That's a career high. Didn't score against New Hampshire on Sunday. And that does everything but go in. Lane violation gives Eisendrath another crack at it.
I think Fritz was just a little early getting into the lane. So another opportunity here. But really for the Crimson, you've got to get better on defense. You can't allow those open shots for Northeastern.
Harvard's 10 of 12 at the free throw line. Good numbers so far for the Crimson.
Now you're seeing a full court press too. That's going to force Harvard to kind of get back defensively.
Frankel. Put back by Fritz, who elevates over the top of Barbour.
Just those extra effort plays belong to Northeastern here throughout the night, whether it's tracking down offensive rebounds, whether it's the loose balls, or trying to communicate out there on the floor. You see the miss, but Frankel follows his shot. So does Fritz. Fritz on the opposite side, able to get the rebound and draw the foul.
One area that Fritz has left some points out there so far this season coming in, 7 of 18 at the free throw line. splits a pair there.
It's one of those where he'll be hitting the gym late at night, getting those free throw shots up, 100 makes.
Keeps the doctor away, something like that?
Absolutely. Keeps the coaches away.
Barbour keeps his pivot foot. It's deflected. Possession alive for Harvard. Hinton goes to work. Beautiful finish.
Drew the contact and everything. All he was missing was the foul.
Unanimous Ivy League Rookie of the Year last season. He was a spark in Harvard's comeback against New Hampshire, but a quick response. It's Lucas Soroa-Schaller out of the corner.
Yeah, the three goggles going.
Eisendrath drives wildly into the lane. That's a foul on Soroa-Schaller, his first. And again, for Northeastern, the lead staying right where they want it.
And just beautiful passing into the interior, draws in the defense, creates that shot on the outside, and that's where Northeastern has excelled. 8 of 17, 47% on the night from beyond the arc.
PJ, great find for Eisendrath, who slips it in.
And that time you get the slight fake, no bodies jump. Now you go up and create the momentum upward to get the finish.
Fritz through contact. Boy, if you're Harvard, you get a great basket at one end, and then you concede potentially a three-point play the other way.
So that old Nike commercial, anything you can do, I can do better. A great finish by Fritz. He's been getting hot here in the second half as well, and just using his strength to impose his will there in the paint and by the rim, and now benefiting from it as he has 8 points tonight, 11 rebounds.
Largest lead for Northeastern. PJ forces it to Hinton, who touches it last.
Well, if the Huskies can play defense like this every night, they're going to give a lot of teams trouble on their schedule. I mean, the act of hands, the communication, the moving of the bodies, not fouling, even on the commitment and over-commitments, that's excellent for Bill Cohen to build off of.
Open look for Soroa-Schaller. Pushes it long, and Hunt keeps it in. PJ in on Allery. Too strong. Good rebound by Fritz.
And again, it's Northeastern forcing Harvard into their own mistakes. You know, the Huskies clean, easy, let you blow by me, but you're going to miss this layup if you go that fast, and that's exactly what's happening. So Harvard got to take a breath here, and maybe the next media window will help out.
Pop pass inside to Allery as the lead approaches 20 for Northeastern. 15 points, 7 rebounds for Xander Allery. Eisendrath picks up a foul as Northeastern has exploded in the second half. Flurries blew through the Northeast earlier today, and it's official. It is definitely college basketball season. A familiar matchup between two Boston rivals takes us even deeper into non-conference play tonight. It's the still undefeated Harvard Crimson welcoming the Northeastern Huskies across town inside Levites Pavilion. That's next here on ESPN. Hey everybody, and welcome inside. Alongside Luis Sanchez, Adam Giardino with you, the third member of our crew. Gabby Sartori will join us in just a little bit. And Lewis, these are two programs that are familiar with one another, two longtime coaches familiar with one another, and this is going to be a pretty good measuring stick early in the season for both teams.
Yeah, especially bragging rights, right? Two local programs that love to play against each other, talented teams to start off the season in non-conference play. Should be a fun one here at Levites.
Last time out for the Northeastern Huskies, they hit the road a little further than just across town, up to Colgate, and this guy had a huge game.
Yeah, Xander Allery, the transfer from Miami, redshirted last year for the Hurricanes. Only 2 points in the season opener against BU, but picked it up with a double-double against Colgate, had 13 points and 13 rebounds, looking to keep that momentum going here against the Crimson.
And 2 games into the season for the Harvard Crimson, their outside shooting has been dynamic, and a large part for that has been the play of Tabar Bohr.
Yeah, the sophomore guard played in all 27 games last year, 15.8 minutes per game, but was efficient in those 15.8, 14 points, 4 of 6 from the three-point line against UNH, also added 6 rebounds, so an all-around game for the sophomore, and also shooting 61.5% from the three-point line.
He can shoot it from the outside. Can he make his first two-pointer of the season? We'll find out tonight. Here are the numbers between these two teams. It's a small sample size, but what jumps out at you?
Yeah, the Harvard defense, it's been spectacular so far. Had a little bit of a hiccup in the first half against UNH, but picked it up in the second half. And the Northeastern size, that rebounds per game. Watch for the battle inside the paint. Should be a good one here today.